Hello everyone. Now before you say anything, I know some of you are probably thinking, another Mario blog? Well, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. I do want to be seen as more than just the video game nerd. Life holds a lot more than just that. But I can assure you this is not another sequel. Mario comes in a lot of variety, and it's not like my series of Zelda blogs where each subsequent blog is a sequel to the last. There's been blogs about Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario as a character. Even a whole freaking Mario level has had a blog dedicated to it. It's actually my third favorite episode, PGW. Is it getting old? Maybe a little bit. But if it works, it works. I can't complain with that. There is no point in overcomplicating things for myself. I'm betting a lot of you fans are often anticipating the future, like, oh man, I'm excited to see what he does for the next blog. I cannot even imagine. And yes, that kind of mindset is the goal here. That's what I want you guys to be anticipating at all times. The goal is to make sure that you can't easily predict the next one, which is why they're so randomized. I mean, hell, I often don't even know what's in store for the future, so bitch it. Why the damn not? Let's wrap up the dozenth... I'm gonna be here for a while, aren't I? The dozenth season of Behemoth Blogmaster by discussing Paper Mario. And just so we're clear, this episode has nothing to do with that other TTYD video I made over 4 years ago. Aside from this brief synopsis, I still believe to this day that there is nothing behind that wall. It's just there to even out the length of the train. But that's not what concerns me. What concerns me is that I've been playing this game for almost as long as it's been out, since 2004. And I've always wondered what exactly was in that locked door on the east side of Rogueport. Like seriously, I did not know what was behind that door this whole time until just recently. And well, this is it. All it's used for is a side quest where you find someone's key and in return you get a measly 20 coins. Damn, man. Maybe some mysteries are better off unsolved. Very disappointing. So what we're really here to discuss is badges that would be really cool if they were to have added it in this game, or if they are to add it in a future Paper Mario RPG in this style. If you are unfamiliar with what a role-playing game is, I'm sorry to say, but this is not the video where you're gonna learn. But I will go over briefly what a badge is in the best way I can. Basically, in Paper Mario, you can collect these things that give you different status effects. Like, for example, a badge where you can stomp on fire enemies without getting burnt. Or do the same thing with spiky enemies, and so on and so forth. And it doesn't just end with that type of badge. There are tons of badges in TTYD, and you need badge power to equip most of them. The more OP the badge, the more BP it requires, with some reaching up to as many as 7. That would mean you would need to level up a total of 3 times in order to equip one of the very small few super advanced badges. Or you could also unequip a few other badges you had equipped before. There's also that option. So for this episode, I basically went through the list of every badge in the game and came up with a few of my own ideas. We're not going to discuss how much BP would be required to equip them or the places you would find them in. We're just here to discuss made-up badges, so let's get started. All badges have some sort of purpose in TTYD, even when they don't seem like they do. Like for example, Double Pain, which just doubles the amount of pain that Mario takes. However, there is an example of one badge that is completely pointless. That is called Slow Go. All it does is just slows you down when you're walking around the overworld. Double Pain, at the very least, gives the people that are looking for a harder challenge the option. But all Slow Go does is just waste your damn time. And that's it. God forbid the speedrunners equip this thing. So maybe what they could have put in the game instead is a radar badge, sort of like a hot or cold type deal, that allows you to find hidden goodies such as coins, items, or even other badges. Looking for something specific? Just toggle the radar to make it search for whatever type of goodie you are needing more of. Or just select it to be any of the 3. Oh, and on a side note, there are stores where you can buy items and badges. I mean, why wouldn't there be? So I'm guessing that could probably just disable your radar if you happen to be close enough to one of those. Honestly, not the greatest idea for a badge, because like I said, there are the stores. But it would still be far more beneficial than just walking at a snail's pace. Like seriously, was it April 1st one day and somebody in the development team came in and said, hey guys, let's put this really bullshitty badge into the game just to be funny dicks. Anyways, next badge. Now actually, Triple Dip was originally planned to be in the game, but they scrapped it. Basically, there is a badge called Double Dip that allows Mario or his partner to use up to 2 items during battle instead of 1. And if you equip up to 2 Double Dip badges, you can use up to 3 items before your turn is over. That is great and all, but in total that would take up 6 BP. So I'm thinking it would be even more cool up my ass had it been just its own badge that you get pretty late in the game that maybe uses up to 4 BP or something. But I already mentioned earlier that we're not going to discuss BP anymore, so moving right along. So when it comes to battle, this game has pretty much everything in the books that I can come up with. Hell, they even have something known as a bump attack, where outside of the pit of 100 trials, you can literally defeat really weak enemies just by walking into them and not having to go into battle at all. It's helpful for when you're trying to grind for star points and level up, because they can't get first strike on you. Oh yes, I gotta explain, don't I? So in the overworld, if you get attacked by an enemy, they will get a free turn at the beginning of battle to attack you. However, there are also times where you can do the same thing back to them, allowing you to attack 2 times at the beginning before they have their chance to fight you. Kinda like this! I just wanted an excuse to do that. I don't even know why. If Mario or the opponent just go up to the other and just touch them, neither of you get the first strike. If they actually physically attack you first, that's when they get to go first. And well, since Mario is the main star of the game, you basically just start every battle off by default. But hear me out for a second. What if there was this thing in the game that allows you to get first strike every time? Well, maybe not every time, because that would be a bit too OP. Using it 24/7 would kind of be cheating, so possibly if you had the badge equipped, there would be like a number over your head or something that states the number of fights you have to win before you get to use it again. That would be far more reasonable. Say like every 5 duels or something. It could even work on giant-ass bosses, depending on if it was time to use it. As for how much damage it would actually cause, I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys' imaginations figure that one out. Probably not like a crap ton if it's gonna work on the bosses, would be my guess here. Alright, so that's just a small few badges that I think would have been cool had they added them into the game, whether the original GameCube version or the new Switch remake. They did add 2 new badges on the Switch, but I think all they are one where you can change the music from the original to the reorchestrated. Don't know why that couldn't have just been an option in the pause menu. And the other, I think, just gives you the option to wear a golden skin after you've done every single task in the game. Yeah, it's not exactly awesome. We're basically just applying this list to either version, where there are 85 true real badges. I think there's 85, that's what I googled. Those 2 bonus ones aren't worth crap, so forget it. I will see you guys in the cursed number of season... No. I'm talking about season 13. There's no way in hell we'll ever make it to that many seasons of BBM. It would be a miracle if we made it to that many episodes of BBM. If I do make it there, you know what the episode would have to be about. Satan related or something. But anywho, see you later.